Welcome students. Today is our first topic is phasor diagram of a transformer on load. Phasor diagram of a transformer on load. First we draw the figure. This is the core, this is the primary winding, this is the secondary winding, applied voltage, N1 turn, N2 turn, load, primary current I1, secondary current I2, flux is phi. Its working principle already discussed, and when the secondary circuit of a transformer is completed through a impedance or load, the transformer is said to be loaded, and current flow through the secondary side of the load. The magnitude and phase of the secondary current I2 with respect to secondary terminal voltage V2 will depend upon the type of the load. I2 will be in phase when the load is resistive and lag when the load is inductive, and I2 lead the secondary terminal voltage V2 when the load is capacitive. When the transformer is no load, जब हम इस लोड को हटा देते हैं, when the transformer is no load, it draw the no load current, say I0, or exciting current I0 from the supply mains. The no load current has two components. First is IW and second is IM. IW is working component and IM is magnetizing component. The work of IW is used to meet the iron losses and some amount of copper losses in the primary winding, and IM is the magnetizing component used to create the magnetic flux in the core. I0 is set up our MMF, say N1 I0, which produce the flux phi in the core. The secondary current I2 set up our MMF and create a secondary flux phi 2 oppose the main flux. Its phi 2 oppose the main flux. According to Lenz's law, the opposition of primary flux weakened the main flux momentarily. So primary back EMF reduces, and the difference V1 minus E1 increases. So I1 draw primary side of winding draw more and more current until the value of flux phi is obtained the previous value. The additional current say I-1 called counter balancing current in phase opposition with secondary current I2. The I1 set its own MMF N1 I-1 producing flux phi1 in the same direction of main flux and cancel the phi2 produced by N2 I2. Some point to be noted here. Some points to be noted. First point, when the secondary circuit of transformer is completed, when secondary side of transformer completed through an impedance, the secondary current flow I2 will be in phase lag phase and lead the V2 for resistive in phase, resistive lag the phase, inductive and lead the phase of V2 capacitive. First point. Second point is exciting current I0 has two components. First is IW called working component. It is used to meet the iron loss and some amount of copper loss in primary winding. Third point is second point, part A. Part B, IM magnetizing component. It work is used to create the alternating flux in the core. Okay. First, second, third point. Third point is I2 sets up its own MMF and create flux phi2, which oppose the main flux which oppose the main flux or secondary flux. secondary flux phi 2, which oppose the main flux. Secondary flux phi 2 weakens the main flux. Main flux momentarily. Fourth point, write down primary back EMF E1 reduces, so more current is drawn from supply until the original value of flux phi is obtained. Fifth point, additional primary current say I-1 is phase opposition the secondary current I2. It say the I-1, it say the counterbalancing current. Now we draw the phasor diagram for resistive load, inductive load and capacitive load. While using the phasor diagram, some point to be discussed in previous lecture. First point was phi instantaneous linking flux. The instantaneous linking flux phi equal to phi max sin omega t. First equation, the flux linkage both the winding, the flux linkage both the winding, so EMF induced in primary winding E called E1 equal to N1 d phi over dt equal to minus times of minus N1 d upon dt phi max sin omega t, okay, equal to minus N1 omega phi max cos omega t equal to minus N1 omega. Convert this cosine function into sine function. Omega phi max sine minus common omega t minus pi by 2. Sin minus theta equal to minus sin theta. It will become positive plus N1 omega phi max sin omega t माइनस कॉमन, तो ओमेगा टी माइनस पाई बाई 2, सेकेंड इक्वेशन. Similarly, induced EMF in secondary winding equal to N2 omega phi max sin omega t minus pi by 2. Third equation. E1 equal to minus V1 and E2 equal to V2. तो fourth equation and fifth equation. Let us now draw the phasor diagram for resistive load. First is for pure resistive load. As the equation E1 equal to minus N1 omega phi max cos omega t, or E1 is out of phase of V1, okay, and E2 is the same phase of V2. For pure resistive load, I2 will be in phase of E2. So phasor diagram, this is the reference axis of phi. This is the phi axis. This is the V2. V2 is in phase of E2 or equal to E2. I1 for resistive load. I2, if we discuss the secondary current I2, so then I2 will be in phase of V2 or E2. I2 will be here, and V1 is here. V1 is out of phase V1. V1 equal to minus E1. So E1 will be here. E1. In the last lecture, we draw the phasor diagram on a transformer on no load. In the previous section, we seen that the I naught is here and the magnetizing component is here and working component is here, and the phase angle phi, called hysteresis angle of advance, was here. The counterbalancing current is out of E2. Counterbalancing current I-1 is counterbalancing current. Phase opposition current I2. So I2 is here, then I-1 will be here. I-1 will be here. The phasor sum of I0 and I-1 is called the primary current I1. Let us draw the phasor current parallel of this line and parallel of this line from here. The intersection point is called I1. Draw from origin. I1. The angle, this angle is phi naught and this angle is phi 1. Okay. Now let us draw the second for phasor diagram for second element for pure inductive load. For pure inductive load, the current lag the voltage. So this is the reference axis. Sorry, this is the reference axis phi. This is the reference axis phi. This is E1 and this is V2 equal to E2. This is V1 equal to minus E1. Okay, V1 equal to minus E1. The where will be I2 will be lag the voltage V2. So I2 will be here. I2. The phase angle of V2 or I2 is phi 2. The no load current is here. No load current or exciting current is here, I naught. The counterbalancing current also the lag from V1. This is the counterbalancing current I-1. The phasor sum of I naught and I1 dash is called the primary current. Draw a parallel line from this and draw the parallel line from this point. From origin we draw a line called primary current I1. This angle is phi naught from V1, phi naught. This angle is phi 1 and this angle is phi dash 1. Okay. Now third one is draw the phasor diagram on capacitive load. Phasor diagram third for capacitive load. For capacitive load, voltage axis phi E1 V2 equal to E2. This is V1 equal to minus E1. V1 equal to minus E1. The secondary current lead the secondary terminal voltage. So I2 will be here. I2. This angle is phi 2. The no load exciting current is here. I naught. The counterbalancing current I-1 also the lead of primary voltage V1. So I1 will be here. I1 dash will be here. I1 dash. The phasor sum of this and this called the primary current. A parallel line from this and a parallel line from this. Intersection point will be primary current I1. This angle will be phi naught. I1, this angle is phi 1 and this angle is 5-1.